Hello everyone, my name is Cami and welcome to my channel, Cami's Corner. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. On my channel, we do mainly Bath & Body Works and fragrance content with a sprinkle of lifestyle content. But in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the LiQWYD Vanilla Woods Fine Fragrance Mist from the Summerween collection at Bath & Body Works. I do have this packaging of LiQWYD Vanilla Woods. I kind of went through my collection just briefly, and I don't know if I ever picked up the newer version of LiQWYD Vanilla Woods or not. I try not to buy repackages, but I'll always buy the Halloween repackages because that's just, I love Halloween. And I love collecting the fine fragrance mist from the Halloween line. But this one was from, I believe, 2022. So at the end, we'll kind of smell them both and see how they are. But this was the one from 2022. And then this one is from this year. I love it. I think it's so fun. We've got like Frankenstein hands here. We got a cutie little heart, a little bow tie. We got some spooky little trees. If you want to know, this fine fragrance mist does retail for $17.95. If you're new to my channel and my reviews, I do 1 day, full day wear tests, and I write down very detailed notes with timestamps on my thoughts and opinions. We're just testing out the fine fragrance mist. If you layer with like a lotion or you spray it after you use the body wash in the shower, I'm sure you'll get a ton more longevity, but we are testing the fine fragrance mist itself. I know a lot of people don't care about longevity. I am one of those people. I don't really care, but I know you guys care. So instead of you wasting your money, I will buy the product, waste my money potentially, and tell you whether or not I think you should buy it. But also remember, fragrance is impacted by your little nose and your skin chemistry. So things that smell good to me might smell bad to you. So just keep that in mind while you're watching my review. My review is more to like guide you into whether or not you think the scent is for you or not. But I do a full day wear test. And I don't think I spray too much, but I'll show you guys how much I spray. And like I said, I try to get a little bit on my skin as well as my clothes. I love this fragrance so much. But before we get into the review, let's take a look at the packaging and what the notes say on the back. On the fine fragrance mist now, they do like a little saying. So this one says, "The moonlight illuminates your path ahead. Venture into the LiQWYD Vanilla Woods to find an enchanted forest of magic." Speaking of moonlight, where is Moonlight Graveyard? Oh, I love that fragrance. Please bring that out in body care one year, even if you like put it in like the men's shop. Oh, I would love Moonlight Graveyard. Oh, that fragrance is so good. But this one has scent notes of magical vanilla, glowing amberwood, and enchanted pink pepper. And I believe the scent notes are the exact same from when it released this year. Yep, same exact scent notes. This fragrance is just, I love it. It is a cozy, peppery vanilla. So fantastic. I first sprayed this one at 6:51 in the morning. And this is one of those fragrances that if you're not careful, you might smoke yourself out on the first spray because it is so strong. The scent bubble is like a medium for your like scent bubble in projection. I feel like if you're across the room from me, you'd be able to smell that I was wearing this. I love it so much. I wrote that it is a warm, cozy, slightly woody, smoky vanilla with a little bit of pink pepper that really like deepens the fragrance and makes this more of a unique vanilla fragrance, and I love it so much. It is a solid 8 out of 10 the first time I wore it. Now, about 45 minutes after I sprayed it, the scent bubble went back to like just being able to smell it on me. It was still strong at like a 6 out of 10, but wasn't like a super strong scent bubble after like 45 minutes, but you could still smell it like on myself. But if you're not next to me, you wouldn't be able to smell it. And then unfortunately at like 7:51, it was completely gone on my skin. So it disappeared in about an hour on my skin, which I thought was super interesting. Because if you missed my ice cream float review, this one lingered on my skin quite a bit. But for some reason, this one just didn't grasp into my skin and like really sink in. Like I said, if you use a moisturizer, I'm sure you could get some more wear out of it. But I don't personally pair a lot of my fragrances with moisturizers unless it's like in a project, use it up, because I don't like that like super sticky, greasy feeling that a lot of the lotions give me, and I only usually use them as soon as I get out of the shower or bath. So that's why in my reviews I like to just test the Fine Fragrance Mist as its own, because I like to just walk by my shelf, spray it on me, and walk out the door. But it was still pretty strong on my clothes, surprisingly. And then at about 8:30, it was starting to really lighten up on my clothes, where it was like a 4 out of 10. And then it was completely gone at 10:07. So we got about 3 hours of wear tests out of this one. I don't think that's bad at all. Again, these are Fine Fragrance Mists. I'm not expecting the world out of them, but it is still nice to know that you can smell good for 3 hours for like $5 if you wait for a sale. So I love this fragrance. For my personal scent preference, I would rate this like an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really solid vanilla from Bath & Body Works, and it's cozy, and it's just a really good fall fragrance for those of you who might not like a pumpkin fragrance. And then for longevity, I would say like a 6 out of 10, 5.5, 6 out of 10. Not terrible, not great. Overall, solid 7 out of 10 fragrance, factoring in the longevity, but like an 8 out of 10 for my actual scent preference. But before we end this video, let's smell Wicked Vanilla Woods in the old packaging versus the new packaging. I am going to spray it in the cap. The one on this side is the older packaging, which I've got a pretty good dent in this one, you guys. It's like right there, pretty good. Oh, I was like, we got to make sure we figure out which cap is which, but the new Halloween has like the fun lid, so I don't really have to separate them that much. But let's smell them side by side. Ooh, I think this year the peppery note is a lot stronger than this original. I don't know if I can't remember if this was the original release, but this bottle. Yeah, I think the pepper is a lot stronger in the newer packaging when you're directly comparing it to the older packaging. But like on a foundational level, they're the same fragrance. And unless you're like going like that, you know, and smelling them side by side, I wouldn't really like find that much of a difference. I do think the older packaging is a little more sweet, but they're still very nice. And I know fragrances like, I think the word is like macerate over time. So maybe the vanilla got a little stronger over time because this one has been sitting. But if you weren't able to get the like original release of the Wicked Vanilla Woods, I still think you would be really satisfied with this year's. It's just not as vanilla-y, but it's very, very similar. Like there's like a slight difference. So I don't know. I think they're really comparable to each other, and I think both are great. And I think this is a really good fall fragrance. I'm happy to see that Wicked Vanilla Woods has kind of become a Halloween staple, like Girlfriend and Vampire Blood, which I still need to review these ones, but Girlfriend and Vampire Blood have been around for a while, so I wanted to make sure to review the Ice Cream Float as well as the Wicked Vanilla Woods for you guys as soon as possible. If you guys enjoyed today's review, my reviews are usually short and sweet because I want you guys to be able to click in and get on your way and go purchase it if you're interested. And that's why I try to make these videos short and sweet. But I've been posting tons of content, so if you want to see more of my face, check out my channel and see if there's any other videos you might be interested in. But that is all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you give today's video a big thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know what are your thoughts on Wicked Vanilla Woods. I will be ranking these 4 Halloween scents when I'm done reviewing Vampire Blood and Girlfriend, but if you want to leave your ranking down in the comments below, feel free to do so. And if you like seeing my face, Bath & Body Works, or fragrance content, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button because it's free to you, helps me out so very much, and you guys can always change your mind later. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!